What does early and often mean? Well, really, anytime you have a problem or an issue, you should be sending up a flare via email or message to your instructor. But you also want to be cognizant that there is such a thing as too much, and too much, really varies from instructor to instructor. And you're having a dialogue with the instructor about a particular problem you're having, that's fine. But if you're sending 6 separate emails about 6 different things you're having an issue with over the course of a day, that's probably too much. Save some of those issues and put them together. Figure out what is really critical for me to know now and what can I ask a little bit later for the long term. You definitely want to prioritize learning issues. If you hit something you don't understand, whether it's the directions to an activity or the information within that activity itself, you need to let the instructor know. You also need to let them know if you're not going to be there. Hey, I'm on vacation leaving Friday. Yeah, I'm not going to be in class on Friday. Let them know ahead of time, well ahead of time. Don't tell them that on Thursday night, and make sure that they understand and that you're able to work out whatever makeup work you need to do. Things that you don't want to really communicate a lot about are communications about grades, particularly like dissatisfaction with grades and complaints about the class. If you want to, if you think the class is boring, don't tell the instructor that. You might want to say, offer a helpful hint, say, hey, it would be more interesting if you put more videos in the course or whatever it happened to be, but don't complain about the class on a regular basis. That's not a good way to have a productive relationship with your instructor. Couple of things about this. I'm offering an example of the kind of communication that I have seen a number of times over the years that really is not only ineffective, but it really has the potential to alienate an instructor. So if you're emailing about something, you need to think about the elements going in. Don't start something off, so I have no idea. No caps, no salutation, no dear Dr. So-and-so, any of that. It's just you're jumping into it. You're not very clear in this particular example, not very clear about what kind of problem you have, what unit you're on, any of that kind of stuff. And then, kind of at the end of it, sort of grade grubbing. I really don't want a bad grade in this class. Well, at this point, you're not doing yourself any favors with an email like this. So a few things. You want to definitely put a reference in your email title. What is it you're asking about? You want a salutation, dear Dr. So-and-so, or hi, Dr. So-and-so. Make sure you're checking your grammar and spelling. Break information. Don't do a long run-on paragraph. Break it into smaller chunks if you have different questions. Ask very specific questions, and if you have a system of assignment numbers in your online learning class, reference those. If you have multiple questions, number them. This is question number 1, question number 2. A lot of times people like to send their responses back just by numbering their responses. It's very easy. Again, don't go asking for grades, or plead for grades. I need an A to maintain this, or my place on the swim team. Don't do it. You're not only not going to get what you want by asking in that way, you're going to find out that that really can upset some instructors. And always want to close and sign your email. So thank you for your time, comma, respectfully, comma, end your name. So it would look, the first email would look a little bit more like this. Let me move myself out of the way here as much as I can. So it would look more like this, where you would have, a very specific salutation. You would have very specific questions that are numbered, and at the bottom of the email, as soon as that thing goes away, at the bottom of the email, you'll sign off the email with your name and whatever. So this is definitely much more what you want things to look like.